Hey there, sweetness. How goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game. If there is anything that is connective to this collective, that's beautiful. I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for somebody else in the collective, and you should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? Reading. That's all I got so far. Reading. I was gonna paint and God said, read. I was gonna watch some stuff and God said, read. I was gonna, and God said, read. So we've got a little pile of books in front of us and some cards, and that's where we begin and end. Welcome, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get those likes up on your way into the video. It is much appreciated and it helps the tribe grow. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance, please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all. Always, always. Thank you. All right, I'm going to smoke for a second. I'm going to pop on a little bit of music. Just a mix, starting with Mac Miller, Pure. And I do have some things to get started. God, I'm not going to say dragged me into the realm, but brought me kicking and screaming to the table this evening for this reading. For at least one reason. Let's find out why, shall we? The first thing is I went out to a little restaurant this evening. They have a flyer up that says, take what you need. And it had the cut strips of paper, like it would usually have phone numbers. One big stoner, excuse me for any and all coughs. I am dealing with some potential allergy things at the moment, so forgive me, but not going to let it keep me away. Bible verses. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. I'm not even always familiar with how I feel about the Bible and Bible verses and things. But at the very least, I like to think that a lot of the authors that wrote the beautiful words, not all of them were liars. Not all of them were evil. Not all of them had negative intention. A lot of them were poets with beautiful souls. And they were intending to do good with their words and their works. Not all. I don't believe that all did, were, had, have, I don't know. Anyhow, it felt important to grab this piece of paper. There was one for happiness, one for grief, one for sadness, one for all the different things, and I picked comfort. So collective, right now, the homies need some comfort. And we got Revelation 21:4. I'm going to look at that before I start any music. pulled off Google. God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. I enjoy that. At the same restaurant, there was a car with a license plate that had Psalm 23 on it. So I'm going to go ahead and read a version of that. And these are just, it feels important for some, all, at least one. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. It's a very important recurring word in my day-to-day right now, and therefore this collective's at this time. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So for any homies needing some comfort, I hope you take it. At least some from those. Next, I should be able to start the music here, get my mind flowing. Next, I was guided to a book, The Secret by Rhonda, I'm going to say Byrne, Byrne. Not sure if that can be seen well. But I did a little bibliomancy and was like, what is it that we need to know? Cracked this book open and got some information. And then, following that, I have a word that we need to define in the Shanty style dictionary over here. So the blurb that we got is The Secret to Money. It's from page 96 of this book. When I was working with Stone, he said, I want you to set a goal. So this is it. Something about working with a stone, and I felt guided to grab one of my own. Aren't those called generator towers? Some of you are being called to grab generators. Some of you are being called to generate something that regards grip. You holding on and being held, holding others, something. Anyhow, I want you to set a goal that's so big. Okay, this is what we're being told as a collective. We need to set a goal that is so big that if we achieved it, it would blow our minds. And we would know it's only because of what we have been taught by God. The good. And the orchestrator, I suppose. I'm seeing so many words in my mind, and I feel like it's a good chunk my fault. I haven't been here in a while. There's a lot of energy swirling. I did find much comfort in the Revelation 21:4, actually, if you've been following along with what's been happening in my personal life. I'll take it. Anyhow, we need to know that we need to know, and the world around us needs to know, that we only achieved something because of what God has taught us. Some people feel like God's only a strategy. Some people feel like God isn't even a strategy. I feel like it's somewhere perfectly in the middle. All right. So the word we have to define, infallible. Infallible. I'm going to smoke for a second. Jacob Lee, Demons. Infallible. Somebody needs to pay attention to their glands. Also, something about where they land. There's something about distribution that needs to be paid very much attention to, excuse me. Most especially in regards to division of domains, territories, lands, and faith. Ooh, okay. Infallible. Some of you are very crafty. You're working on that craft. I'm sorry, I just saw my name. Gypsy. I need to read this. Nomad. All right. I like it. I-N. It's not in here. Oh, that's the synonym half. Okay, hang on. My bad. You guys are a jewel in an incubation period. Some of you. Some of you are the jewel at the end of God's incubation period. Yeah, incubation period included a lot of indignity, but it was for synergy. All right, we need to find infallible. Not capable of making mistakes, not capable of failing, never wrong. It's really important for this song to... Wait a minute. So, that's something really important right now. Somebody's poised as being infallible, and somebody is actually infallible whether they're poised that way or not. So I need to find that again. That was important, but I forgot already. Come on, where do we go? Somebody's been a part of a criminal impropriety. They're afraid to be incriminated by an impropriety. Here we go. Okay. Not capable of making mistakes, not capable of failing, never wrong. So someone actually, or somebody's energy, somebody's intention, somebody's magic. I saw magic. Is orchestrated by God and therefore absolutely infallible. Homies, whoever this is for, I'm talking to you. You're infallible. Biologically, since before even thought into existence, your existence was already infallible. Your magic, your essence remains infallible. Not to say that your humanity, your meat suit is infallible, your choices are infallible, your behaviors, no. Your light, your soul, your purpose, when guided by God, infallible. So many play that part. But it's not that they're not capable of being wrong. It's that they're not capable of admitting that they are. They're not capable of admitting it to themselves, and therefore, how do they admit it to others? That's for some. All right. I have the Shanti Codex out. I felt called to that. Yes, we do have numbers in the Fairy Oracle deck, so that is what we're going to take our numbers from. Welcome, homies. I'm thankful to see you guys here. Appreciate you getting the likes up. All right. What do we got? Messages for the collective. What do they need at this time? Thank you. Shaman. Teacher. Autumn and dandelions. Autumn speaks of releasing, and dandelions speak of perspective and seeds. Bottom of the deck, you have a gift revealed. Surprise! Some of you, your gift's going to be, you're going to get out of your own goddamn way. Ain't no better time than today. All right, I'm going to get into the book and juice out every drop of information I can from these cards for you guys. Actually, we'll do the Shanti Codex first and get our words, and then we'll get into the book. So 23, Shaman, Teacher, fierce. Some of you are releasing some seriously fierce cravings to teach people lessons about themselves, lessons about you, lessons about life. Some of you are learning that just by living, you teach. All right, next, 43 autumn, that releasing. And I dropped it. I released it as soon as I got there. Something about a shift, most especially in relation to vibration. In relation to vibration. I like it. Dandelions, perspective, and seeds. What is the perspective? What are the seeds? That's card 40. Shanty Codex available on Amazon, guys. Link should be in the description box or on the Shanty homepage. Spiritual messages. Spiritually. It's spiritually. That's literally the word you get. You take that and however spiritually, perspectively, seedily way that you want. All right. My energy just started feeling really bouncy, like giggly and bouncy and silly. I was not feeling that way by any means. So, like, hi, whoever that's to. Thank you for the boost. Some of us, you, we're about to discover it ain't that bad. It ain't so bad. And it ain't that bad. At least it don't gotta be no more. In the great words of Mac Miller. The shaman indicates that you're being asked to take the next step in your spiritual development. And the word spiritually, that's in your third fairy card, all right, from the Shaman Codex. So it's all wrapped in here together. If I miss some pieces, may you pick up what you need. Spiritual development. Ask that you be given a shaman guide to assist you in your journey. This guide will help you become more aware of your own inner teacher. Center yourself, release any fears. That's beautiful because your next card in line is the one that says releasing, literally. And move completely into faith. Tell the universe that you are now ready for the next step in the development of your gifts and understanding. That's the bottom of the deck. Gifts and understanding. There is a major shift in the winds coming. Somebody could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Something about forget-me-nots. Somebody left, but they've never forgotten something. Development of your gifts and understanding. Now, allow yourself to be guided. Trust in divine timing. Understand that in every step you take during the journey, you are divinely protected. As you wind your way between the visible and invisible worlds, shaman will help you to unlock the sacred knowledge that is there for you. I'm smiling because the reason I said somebody could be an air sign is because underneath of the gifts revealed, we have air element, wind, W-I-N-D. And in this book, it says W-I-N-D, wind, wind. All about perspective, is it? If you drew this card, you have the potential to be a spiritual teacher and a guide to others. Prepare yourself by meditating, praying, listening, and reading as much about spirituality as you can. Reading, and God said read. And by taking good care of your mental, emotional, and physical self. Glands. I got something about the glands. Okay. My glands are ridiculously sensitive to mold. Okay. I always get a bunch of shit on here and I get really angry sometimes because, yeah, I get it. Smoking's not great for you. There's 1,012 things that aren't great for me. I may eventually quit. I may not. I don't know yet. But my coughing, it's not directly relational to smoking. Even when I don't smoke, I cough, especially if I'm in environments that have a lot of dust, but more importantly, mold. And mold is just about everywhere. Walk through the grocery store in the produce aisle having a mold allergy and tell me how you feel when you leave. It's real fun, okay? So the coughing, a lot of it comes from that. I can't remember what I got to that point for, but glands. My glands get swollen when I'm around mold. I can feel it, like near immediately, right here. And I smoke every day, all day, the same kind of cigarettes. Yeah, I could have defective cigarettes one day and not another, dissect everything right down to da-da-da. But my glands are highly sensitive to mold. They're also highly sensitive to stress. Any kind of stress that makes me cry from the fucking pit of myself or scream from the pit of myself, things like that. That kind of stress will literally swell my glands up. The word glands was in one of the books. I feel like that was the dictionary. So that physicality, pay attention to your body. Listen to what you're saying to yourself from the inside out and the outside in, Remember to leave the ego out of it and to learn and create from the heart. Be a good example to others. I mixed that up a little. Others may not seem as advanced as you are, but that too could be an illusion. Every person has her own path and timetable for personal growth. All paths lead to the source. Spirit wants only the best for you. The chant with this card, I'll hold it up. I invert all fear and turn it into faith. I trust the inner knowing and the outer guidance to work in harmony for my highest good. I become one with my journey and travel the road between the worlds in complete trust, for I am the light of God. I now ask that the sacred knowledge that is mine to know be opened to me. Put that in the comments. I now ask that my gifts be revealed. What's mine to know be open to me. I just saw something about 1 by 1 and some 3 by 3. In the name of the divine spirit, so be it. Give yourself an apple today. Autumn. Now's the time to go apple picking, is it not? It is where I live. It's card 43. I'm getting something about don't envision so much potential into something that it can't live up to. I don't know, releasing. In the autumn, the fairies dash about checking to make sure that all the leaves are falling. Sometimes a leaf needs a little nudge and the fairies are happy to oblige. That makes me think of a poem in my book, A Gypsy's Pen, I believe, April Storms. It talks about winter lasting far too long and potentially having a purpose, and it's not necessarily just about winter. The fairies have a lot to do before they can rest in winter. For us humans, autumn is about letting go. Just like the trees retract their sap in winter, we retract our energy. On my side of the world, my little corner of the universe, we are coming into fall very quickly. Autumn, fall. Infallible fall cannot fall. Something cannot go into the fall with you. And something cannot fall through the changing of the seasons. Not wholly and completely, because the structure is sound. The autumn card tells you to store your energy up for yourself right now. Feel your energies beginning to collect around you and pull them inward close to your body. Conserve energy. If you have drawn this card, you're being told to let go of the old habits and ideas that tend to take up energy that can be better used elsewhere. It is a time of sorting, a time to release old stuff and to see what is truly precious to you and what you really want to keep in your life. This may be a time of weeding out so that you can do the prep work for a new project in your life. One of my most recent little clips over on the Busy Box is called Prep Work. Just sitting there kind of smoking, getting ready, thinking what to draw for a new project in your life. If your energy feels lower, don't panic. Flow with nature's cycles and rest and relax. Autumn offers us magical qualities that inspire reflection and thinking. Go deeper down into your roots to reflect on where your life is going and where you want it to go. It is also a good time to do some writing or journaling. This may be a day for you to just curl up under a quilt with a good movie and a hot cup of tea. Maybe a book. And God said, read. But also, hey, we find other ways to read now, don't we? The chant with this card. I go to that deep place within myself. I experience moving down into my center of being. A deep calmness fills my body and soul. That was an unintentional but intentional slip, if you know what I mean. A deep calmness fills my body and soul. I am still yet very much alive. I feel my heart beating in a strong, steady rhythm. I am here for myself. So be it. The suggestion, follow the wind today. Back to that air element, wind. Dandelions, the seeds blowing in the wind. Something about perspective, blowing in the wind. Let's make sure it's some good ones. All right, 40 dandelions. Skipped right over it and ended up at 39 book fairy. So there's something, some of you are absolutely gaining intellect from books at the moment or from reading. The fairies plant their seeds with great care. They choose the very best ones, then water and nurture them tenderly. The plants grow and the crops come in, and with them they bring more perfect seeds for the next planting. Realize that you project what you think onto yourself, others, and situations. Your thoughts and words are the seeds that you plant. When we make limiting statements, we are actually sending out energy that can affect other people. These are not mere words and thoughts, they have substance and power. Thoughts create reality. Think what you could create by thinking in a positive light. There's always another way to view reality. What you see as reality may not be what another person sees. People and situations are always deeper than they appear on the surface. Work on seeing the good in all things without toxic positivity that puts you in unsafe situations, to the best of your ability. Remember that how you perceive something is a reflection of your own emotions, therefore revealing more about you than about the person or situation upon which you are focused. The situations that come into your life are often those which you expect to happen. Be open to possibilities. The seeds you plant come back to you, so watch that you plant quality seeds. See all the different sides of a situation and work on seeing another person's point of view. What a growing experience this can be for you. The chant: one side dark and one side light. Which one might I choose tonight? I cast about some fairy dust and call upon those whom I trust. Ancient ones who are protective, show me how to use perspective. So be it. Your advice: plant some seeds today. Mac Miller says, be willing to learn. Be willing to learn if you want that gift revealed, the surprise. I'm not reading that one from the book. There's lots of gifts and surprises throughout this entire reading. There's something serious I'm telling you about the wind. Somebody's time to realize something. All right, I do have a few index cards that have been channeled over the past few days as I've just been sitting here doing gypsy things. All right, you guys ready to hear them? Oh, hello, darlings. Welcome home, homies. I'm thankful to see you guys here. Much appreciation. Ooh, welcome. We have a new viewer from Australia. I love that. And TT, much love, my dear. All right. So I'm just going to read the words that are written on the cards. You guys take them or leave them however you will or won't. All right. You got have to marry her. I have to marry her. Something is being orchestrated. I used that word earlier. Something about most aggressive at access point. Something's wasting away in a room. And that waste is wasting the whole room and more. Whatever contains the room. I don't know. You guys have, and she is the sacred, untold, unspoken prophecy of God. You don't necessarily have to be a female for that to resonate with you. These were some words channeled down together, something about a magnesium deficiency and lockout going on. So do a little research. Disclaimer: I'm not in the medical field. I'm no doctor. I'm no professional at really anything except sitting right here doing gypsy stuff. So you can just look some things up, see if you can find anything about some magnesium deficiency stuff that feels, really, 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 really God-led for you in your life. For me, it's just a little pinch of Celtic salt when I'm not feeling my greatest, and general upkeep maintenance. It's a lot of magnesium deposits for the body in that Celtic salt, from what I believe, anyhow. All right. I don't actually go harvest the stuff. How do I know for sure? But I like it. My body seems to like it. We'll stick with that. There's something about gnats, like little gnats. That could be somebody's nickname too. Something about soil can only be dried out so much. That made me think of foundations for growth. Sometimes if it gets too wet, In tarot land, spiritual world, wet, water, emotion, too much sadness, too many tears of some sort of foundation takes in too much destruction from disasters. You can only sometimes, dry it out so much, but it's got mold, and the mold grows. Some of you are deciding that you're fucking allergic to somebody's ass. Some of you are learning to be allergic to your own bullshit. I can appreciate that. Something is the beginning of the end. Lead in the charge port. Explosion. Oh, that was a whole thing okay. That one was supposed to be deciphered deeply during a reading, and I'm definitely going to have to do that. But lead in the charge port equals explosion. Okay, so poke, 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 poke to something that gives life to somebody. Poke, poke, poke at it with something that's not supposed to be poking at that spot, and boom. It's like the Big Bang Theory, only reversed. Somebody's about to lose something, about to lose it with something. There's something about a collision point. There's something about static. There's something about a hierarchy. There's something about swelling, a flood. Something about rising after the rain, rising and raining after the rain. Something about collapsed illusion after a collision point. Something about an anomaly. Something about one move made, bringing on an anomaly. Something to do back to that Big Bang Theory energy. Something about closed clouds. Something about inclusion. When I said closed clouds background, he said something about, wish I could be honest and tell you the truth. Somebody's locking somebody out of things. I want to say that they shouldn't be, but maybe they should. Butterfly effect, either way. Something about the word inclusion, something about the word rupture, something about the word obsolete, something about the word fractured, something about inside out, and something cannot be stopped because it's infallible. And it is led by the fire of the love of God. Somebody admires themselves. Somebody's going to be admiring themselves during a collision point. And then on the flip side, someone's going to be admiring themselves after some sort of anomaly of collision point. Something about a seasonal job. Seasonal job. Somebody's got a seasonal job as a driver. Somebody's got a seasonal job as a cook. Somebody's got a seasonal job making wood-fired pizza. Seasonal job making wood-fired pizza. That feels important. Something about barbecue brisket on pizza. Something about growing through fear. Something about tape. There's something about tape. Okay. Somebody, you have coming in hot and then coming in hot and going out cold. Somebody's specialty. Realm to realm and plane to plane. Bird's eye view removes the pain. Broken barriers and vital boundaries. She will be strong, even alone. Something about a review committee. Now I'm going to read the backside of all those cards. Some sort of something about an aggressive type of treatment. Something about rigor's reaction. Something about 2%. The 2% rising and reigning. 1 and 3. I know, all over the map, guys. Yeah, used in many different ways. So the information that's coming can be used in so many different ways. It's such a broad statement. PSA, public service announcement. A lot of these things coming through this reading. I'm just kind of catching the gold, and something about crossing over. Something about the first is/was the worst with a purpose. Something about roses. Channeled song for some of you guys. I have no idea what it's called. Let me try to catch the words. See if I can find it. Chris Young, till the last one dies. I don't want to play it too loud and get copyrighted, but see if I can pick out some of the words that are supposed to be important about this song. There's something about a red door. Something about Liz. Something about a blurry den because of lies. Den-like space to learn, grow, create, teach. Something. I don't know. There's so much. All right, let's just listen to this for a moment. Again, till the last one dies. Chris Young. Hang on, that's really important. Something about 2.5 years. 2.5. Something's really important about 2.5 years being a key to something.
goodbye.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit here and smoke and let this play.
Every goodbye, every phone call before we hang up. I always say I love you, but I never say how much. With every turn of this big old world, girl, we get more distracted. All I know is a life without you is a life I can't imagine. It hit me on the winding road just how lucky I am. Out of all the guys, only God knows why I get to be your man. So I bought a dozen roses on my way to you tonight. 11 real ones, one fake one. I'll love you till the last one dies.
Hey homies, did you know you are loved?
The way you kiss me this morning on my way out made me wanna stop, but when you know and do more thinking out loud. Then a song came on and the light did too, 'cause every single word reminded me of you. I've never been so sure. All I ever want to be is yours. It hit me on the winding road just how lucky I am.
It hit me on a winding road. I think, yeah, I shuffled it in there, but wind, wind, were we not doing that? Winding, wind. Roses on my way to you tonight. 11 real ones, one fake one. I'll love you till the last one dies. No, we just got, of course, I mean, it's a fake rose, right? But we just got in the cards. No more death right now, right? Rose came up for a reason in this reading. Which brought us to this song. I'm here because God gave me to a rose in a way, and a rose to me. This world can be such a beautiful place. Sometimes we cross it with too much of the opposite type of thinking. Not always by our own doing, but the growth is in the perspective.
I'm a firm believer in second chances.
I'm a firm believer.
Maybe this is an opportunity to make it right.
Weeping Willow. All right. Let's finish what we've got. Something about a dead trend. Something about a bent reality. Some of you are some serious fucking badasses, and even just breathing feels like defiance. In this realm, in this plane, in this life, in this world. You keep fucking breathing. You keep defying. Something about a attempt to hire agency. A statement that says, I'm not revving up for war. I'm looking for love. Emotionally unsafe people confuse those very often. Emotionally immature, imbalanced, yada yada, so on. Somebody's going out cold. Something's going out cold. Coming in hot, going out cold. Somebody appears fragile. Something appears fragile. I feel like collective, you appear fragile. All right, this card says, feeling like I'm possibly a hostage, stunted from my progress, asking who's the real gardener in this process, as we have been speaking about seeds of perspective. And the song in the background is talking about willows, trees, things long since planted and rooted. I look at a tree, it says, which by nature and bitch by choice. Glucose. This was a word that I dissected in a channeling with spirit. Glucose. The glue. So we were talking about tape earlier. Tape and glue are important right now. Something about Superman. Y'all can only be your own Superman. You know that, right? But by doing that, you can be seen as a hero by many. Just by being your own Superman. Or woman. Or person. Anyway, the glue has a co-say. E.g., my kids are my glue. They hold me together. They get a say in how I'm holding it. Glucose. Also, don't put too much on your plate at once. What you're putting on your plate, make sure that, do your best and pray about the rest. Whatever you're putting on your plate, make sure that it's nutritional for you. Brings value to you. Doesn't create deficiency within you. Or others, but it's a real focus on the self for now. Because you are the glue for yourself and for others. And vice versa. There's something about resume and cover letter. All right. We haven't done any tarot. I feel like we should. Light seers. And for clarification, I'm going to go with true emotion. True emotional. Almost left out the last two letters, but didn't. There's something important about that. Last two letters. Almost left out the last two letters, but didn't. Something about a text. Some of you almost left out the last two texts. The last two letters. Those are our virtual letters these days, right? Or email, maybe. Or even a post or something. Some sort of written something. You almost left out the last two, but you didn't. You didn't leave them out. Something. I'm getting like the energy of a fucking drunk text, or something that you might have regretted at the time. You're like, I wish I didn't send that last one or the one before that. But there was something truly emotional about them, and they were important. Something about pieces of your heart. And whoever, whatever, however, wherever they went, it's helping others pick up pieces of hearts dismantled. It's part of the beauty in the struggle. Messages for the collective or the homies need at this time. What do we got? What do they need? What do we all need to know? What's the best possible thing that I could say? Never be afraid to ask for help, but always use caution that you're asking the correct people. And no, again, we can't be perfect, but you do your best and you pray about the rest. Many of you need to know that you are the fucking beauty in the struggle. You are the light in the darkness. You are the real among the not. And your reality brings a lot of others crashing down. Some of them know that it was meant to be just exactly that way, like a divine orchestration. Some of them get really angry and they're like, no, my precious. The fuck? Some of you are getting shocking news. Maybe these people that are like, my precious. They're getting some shocking news illuminated to them, some truth, discovery, awakening. But really, I hope that you guys are getting some truth and discovery and awakening. Messages for the collective. Thank you. Love and hate. Something about this King of Pentacles just don't feel right, but I feel like there's more than one King of Pentacle energy, so I will be fair and say that one of them's just a fuckwad, one of them's an asshole, one of them's not, okay? As I say that, I look at the willows that I have. I don't know, can you guys? Yes. So there's two of them right here with the masculine form in them, right? They look the same, but I mean, are they? I don't really think that they are the same. The girl's hairs are kind of different, and the guy's hair is kind of different. Like, they both look like they could be a King of Pentacles, but they're not the same King of Pentacles, all right? So one of them is lovable, and one of them is hateable, all right? I don't like saying the word hate often. I don't know why I am. I just am. Here we are. Because they are the struggle on purpose. And they find entertainment and attraction in that. Their tower's coming. Their shocking news is coming. The light's being shown on their darkness. Their awakening's coming. That's the asshat King of Pentacles that just loves to hate everyone and everything. That's hilarious. Song in the background, What He'll Never Have in the Woods, Dylan Scott, Love I Have for You, as I'm talking about love and hate. So this guy's talking about, and I mean, it's cute, I get it. Cute song, but he's over there saying, this guy can have this and this and this and this, but what he'll never have is the love that I have for you. I understand in one perspective, that's beautiful, that's romantic, that's, oh, be still my beating heart. In another perspective, it's like, isn't that, they teach us in narcissism school that somebody that's like, they'll never love you like I love you. You'll never be loved like I love you. Asshat, watch out. Which King of Pentacles are you dealing with? For some of you, it's which one of these are you? Are you the asshat, or are you the one that loves to love, that loves truth, loves discovery, loves awakening, hates asshats like this other King of Pentacles that walks around with the King of Pentacles energy, giving King of Pentacles a bad name? Like, what is that? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Some of you feel like a hostage in a situation like this, and my prayers, my love, and my appreciation, and my prayer for this situation to depreciate, because it's got not much fucking value unless you transmute it into some that you choose. May that be the case. Get on in there. All right, I'm going to grab some closing guidance and get out of here. Class shall be dismissed. We're at, over an hour. Yes. I meant to be here for like a half an hour. So, but I guess we needed to be here for a little over 2 halves an hour. 2 half an hours. I just keep thinking about that. 2.5 that we got earlier in the reading. Something about 2 bells and a key. Something about bells that don't ring, getting their ring back. Bells getting their rings back. That's important. Not sure why. I just started seeing Beauty and the Beast. Closing guidance. Let's get out of here. I love you guys. Thank you for dealing with me. And Spirit says thank you for dealing with us because you got some reinforcement on your message that you got earlier about autumn. Do we recall the word that came up with autumn, guys? Release. Full moons possess magnificent powers for releasing and cleansing. Let go of heavy burdens and experience freedom of the mind and soul. Trust the process. That word, freedom, that's another one of those ones that's been really important around the shanty at this time. So let me know if you feel the same. Huh. Okay, release, and it's like, yeah, okay. It's like a picture of autumn. It's like a picture of fall, okay? As I'm giving you guys closing guidance, Spirit says I'm to sit here, drink coffee, smoke a bowl with you, and just do kind of a homey haven second at the end of this reading, because the song that comes on before I click off talks about seasons, and seasons being for a reason. So we have Warren Ziders, You for a Reason. I'm going to start it over. I think he was talking about leaves falling. And if you can think back to the autumn card that we had gotten, it was autumn, leaves falling. I have a poem about that in my book, A Gypsy's Pen. Minding the Fall. I appreciate all support with you guys buying my books. I cry every time.
There's only so much you can do. I was lonesome as leaves when the trees laid them down. Till I looked at
Lonesome as leaves when the trees laid them down, till I looked up and laid eyes on you. So I'm being guided to set these here, and actually we have another one that wants to join this message here, this closing guidance. This one feels fun. I like it. Yeah, we're going to put the generator over here. May your inner child find your true King of Pentacles. Lead with love. Be led with love.
laid eyes on you. I needed a woman to hold me. An angel to know me. Even if it was just for a season, it was for a reason.
I got a piece of advice for some. I know, I'm annoying. Don't build houses where you're supposed to camp out. Put up a tent.
Nobody else would hurt.
It's this one. True King of Pentacles. May the other ones be left behind. Just like a passing season. Angel, know me. It was you for a reason. It was you for a reason. Whatever you have been chosen for in your lives, your paths, God chose you for a reason. You were chosen to be you for a reason. I love you. Until we speak again, my dears.